Hello students, in the previous class we have discussed about the carbohydrates. Today let us take listen about the proteins. Okay, so generally the proteins is derived from Greek word that is proteons, which means primary or the prime importance we can say. Okay, so what we can say here, proteins is nothing but all proteins are what we can say, all proteins are polymers of alpha amino acids. So what we can say here, all proteins are polymers of alpha amino acids. So means what here, proteins are most important biomolecule of the living system we can say. Okay, so it is main source of proteins. The main source of proteins is nothing but what here in biomolecules it is very important. And coming to here, the main source is nothing but what here, the main source of proteins are what here, milk. Which items we have to take to get proteins? Milk, cheese, pulses, peanuts, fish, meat. So these are the things. Still we are having egg also. So these are the things to get proteins in our body. They are present in every part of the body and it is a fundamental basics of structure and functions of our life. Okay, so these also required for what here, these are also required for growth and maintenance of body. So this is nothing but proteins. So now let us discuss about in this amino acids. What we have told, proteins are polymers of alpha amino acids. So now let us see what is amino acids. So here amino acids is nothing but it is an organic compound containing both amine group and carboxylic acid. So that one we call it as what here, amino acids, which is a bifunctional we can say, depending upon the position of amino acid and also carboxylic group. These are classified into alpha, beta, gamma. So only alpha amino acids are obtained on hydrolysis of proteins. So they may contain other functional groups also. Okay. So what we can say here, amino acids. Amino acids are organic compounds containing both amino group and carboxylic acid group. Carboxylic acid group, which is known as what here, this is a bifunctional we can say. Why we are saying it is a bifunctional? Why? Because it is containing two functional groups. One is NH2, another one is COOH. So like this it is going to form. So this is the general amino acid we are going to form here. So here the bond between two amino acid molecules, we call it as peptide bond or amide bond. Okay, so that one we call it as what, dipeptide we are going to say here. So what we can say here, it is having different names also for amino acids. So these are divided into, based upon this, these are divided into what here, these are divided into alpha, beta, gamma, delta amino acids we can say. Okay, so here basing upon their functional groups only it is forming here. So when the bond between two amino acid molecules, what we can say here, the bond between two amino acids amino acid molecules, we call it as peptide bond or amide bond, we can say. So this one we call it as this peptide bond or amide bond, we call it as dipeptide. Why we are saying dipeptide is nothing but we are combining two amino acids. That's why we call it as dipeptide. Okay. So this peptide chain is extended to what here? 3 amino acid molecules, that is tripeptide, and extended to 4 amino acid molecules, we call it as tetrapeptide. And like that the chain will increase. Okay. So what we can say here, the peptide, the peptide chain extended to 3 amino acid molecules is tripeptide, and extended to 4 amino acid molecules in tetrapeptide. Okay, if there is a 4, that one we call it as tetrapeptide. If there is a 3, we call it as what? Tripeptide. So and also if it is containing the peptide which is containing okay, the peptide chain with less than 50 amino acids. If it is having 50 amino acids, that one we call it as what here? That one we call it as polypeptides. So here the peptide chain with less than 50 amino acids, we call it as what here? Polypeptides. If it is contain more than 50, if it contain more than 50, we call it as proteins. Okay, more than 50 amino acids, we call it as what here? Proteins, we call it as. So depending upon the amino group on carbon chain that contains the carboxylic functional group, amino acids also. Okay, so that's why we call it as what? Alpha, beta, gamma, A, B, Z, D, like that it is divided. So depending upon the amino group on carbon chain and carboxylic group, functional group, amino acids are classified into how? They are classified into alpha, beta, gamma, delta. So this is about the how it is divided. Okay. So the product from 3, 4 many amino acid molecules through peptide bond are called tri, tetra, pepta, polypeptides. We are going to say a polypeptide chain generally contains what here? N amino acid content. Suppose if it is containing a polypeptide, if suppose it is containing a polypeptide chain formed from N amino acids, this one what we can say, N minus 1 into peptide bond it is going to form. Okay, so the numerical at starting what we can say, di, tri, tetra peptides is derived from number of amino acid molecules which involve in bonding but not form the peptide bonds. Okay, they'll form di, tri, tetra only, but it will not form peptide bonds. For example, if you have been taking tripeptide, it has 2 peptide bonds between the 3 amino acid molecules, like that. Okay, so next one we are having what here? Next one we can see essential. It is divided into 2 types, that is essential amino acids, non-essential amino acids. So the essential amino acids is nothing but the amino acids which cannot, the amino acids which cannot synthesized in the body, but only supplied in the body through diet. That one we call it as what here? That one we call it as essential amino acids. Okay, so that one we call it as what here? That one we call it as valine, leucine, isoleucine, arginine, lysine, threonine, methionine, phenylalanine, tryptophan, and histidine. So these are the essential amino, means when you take amino acids it will not synthesize, means it is not through our diet we are going to take. That one we call it as what? Essential amino acid. So which one synthesized and taken through diet in our body, that one we call it as what here? Non-essential amino acids. What we can say here? Non-essential amino acids is nothing but the amino acids which are synthesized and taken through diet. In our body we call it as what here? Non-essential amino acids. Okay, so the general formula we have seen, that is RCH. So alpha amino acids can be having formula what here? Alpha amino acids general formula is what here? RCH COOH NH2. So R indicates alkyl group, any alkyl groups. So there are 700 different amino acids which is occur in nature. Only 20 of these important in the formation of proteins. So okay, so how many we are having? 700 amino acids are present in nature. But only 20 amino acids are required for formation of proteins. Out of 700 we require how many? Only 20 amino acids are required for proteins, we can say. Okay, so and also here all these 20 amino acids are alpha amino acids, except proline contains secondary amino acid. So amino acids can be shown by letter symbol or one letter symbol, we can say. Okay, so it is divided into glycine, L, like that we can say. 3 letter, 1 letter symbol, we can say. What we can say here? All these 20 amino acids, what we can say? All these 20 amino acids are alpha amino acids, except proline, all are alpha amino acids. Okay, so amino acids can be shown by 3 letter symbol or 1 letter symbol, we can say. What we can say here? Amino acids shown by 3 letter symbol or 1 letter symbol. For example, if you have been taken here NH2 CHH COOH. Okay, so NH2 in the place of R I have taken H. Okay, so this one we call it as glycine generally. So this is having IUPAC name 2-amino ethanoic acid. So what here? It is a 3 letter symbol, we can say. If there is a 3 letter symbol, we can write it as GLY. If 1 letter symbol, we can write it as how? If one letter symbol, we will write it as G. So this is nothing but general introduction of amino acids and proteins. In the next class, we can discuss about the classification of amino acids. Thank you.